Hello and welcome. This is Bubble07 and I've had a little bit of a break from YouTube, but I'm back and I'm bringing out some more videos. My last video was the Holy Paladin guide for 5.2 and it's took quite well. It's had quite a lot of positive response. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring out even more guides on Holy Paladins, going into more details and more tips and tricks for you to become a better healer. So I hope you enjoy. Alright, so in this video I'm going to talk about stat priorities, gems and enchants on Armour. So let's get straight to it. So the head and the neck you can't get any enchants for, so we're going to leave them out for time being. And now onto shoulders. Now I'm an inscriptionist, so I can have the 520 intellect. When if you're not an inscriptionist, you're just going to have to get the standard one. Now when you're gemming up or any armour, even if it's not even if you can't get an intellect one on it, just put the same. Make sure you've got the correct colour to the socket. You need the socket bonus. Sometimes they're not amazing, but if you get it for every single one, it's more bonus for all your stats, so it's going to make you better. So like if you want to focus on getting resilience but you've only got red and meta ones, still do red and meta gems, or go for orange ones to try and get resilience in there, but obviously you'll not get as much. But just make sure you don't just stick resilience on all of them, because you'll miss out on quite a bit of PvP power, intellect and PvP resilience. So onto the back. Now I'm an engineer as well, so I've got the fall in speed reduced for 2 minutes, the glider, so ignore that one. There's a 180 intellect enchant for this, so that's brilliant, and there's no gems for it, so you can't gem it up. Now for the chest, there is a red and a yellow socket, so obviously I've got the 160 intellect one and 320 PvP resilience, so I make sure I get my socket bonus. Now there's quite a lot of enchants for the chest, however I've gone for the PvP resilience one. I think PvP resilience is quite important, obviously because you don't die as fast, so that's just brilliant. Now for the wrists, you can't get any gems on it, so you're going to have to leave that one out. Now there is a 180 intellect enchant, however it is quite expensive, so I would say if you're short on cash, you've not got a lot of cash, either don't bother and get one of the other enchants, which I'll show on screen now, or get this one but only get it on, like I've got Conquest Season 13 wrist, so get it on the one that you're not going to be upgrading for a while. So if you don't want to put it on the honor point one and then get the Conquest one, and then you just need to go and buy it again, aren't you? So you're just wasting a bit of money. So that might help you out. Now for the hands, there is a gem on it. I've got the 80 intellect and 160 PvP power one. It's a blue one. Now I don't really like. I don't want to. I feel this is the best one for blue. I like having an extra PvP power as well. Try and balance it out a little bit, because PvP power increases your heals. So on the blue one, that's what I've got. That's what I've got on all the blue ones. This one here. And for the enchant, it's a 170 haste one, which is the best one for this. Now for the belt, the enchant is a gem, which I'll show on screen, which gives you an extra gem shot socket, a prismatic one, I think you pronounce it. Now as again, I've got a blue one here, which I've got on that, and then I've put a 320 PvP resilience in for a bit more PvP resilience. Now for the legs, there is the 285 intellect, 165 spirit enchant, which I've got, which is a very good increase, and I've got a red and a blue one, so I've got my purple gem and my red gem on again, and that also gets me my socket bonus, as I have on all of my armour. And now for the boots, finally, there is one gem, a yellow gem, and the enchant is 140 mastery and a minus speed increase, which if you look at your speed, is 108% instead of 100%. So that's a nice little addition. You know, it's just you need it because everyone else will have it on. So if you don't, you're just putting yourself at a disadvantage. Now for the rings, if you have a enchanting, you can enchant them. But if not, you can't do anything with them. It's just make sure you reforge them correctly. And for the trinkets, I used to have this one here, which is the relic of Chi, and it's the one that gives you 1,100 base intellect, and then you've got the spirit as a chance. I thought this were quite good because if you want to, you need to, obviously you don't want to and run out of mana, so with an extra 3,000 spirit it will, you know, you'll heal a lot more, and with the 1,157 intellect you're going to do big heals anyways, you're going to do bigger heals. But what I've decided to do instead is put this one on instead, which it gives you a lot of PvP power, so that also increases your heals. And I think it's a bit more actually. I properly put a lot of thought into it. I think it does do a lot more, and this one gives you a chance to do the spell power, so you've got an even chance to make even bigger heals. But it is unfortunate that you don't have the bonus spirit to keep your mana healthy, but I think it's worth it. And you've also got the 400 PvP resilience, which you can't really complain with. Obviously the trinket is a must. If you don't have one of these on, then you're just going to die in arenas and battlegrounds. It's still, you just need this one. This is the first one that you'll make sure you get. I've bought the one with the critical strike, 956 critical strike. Can get the spirit one or the haste one. Haste is not important for a holy paladin. Don't bother getting haste. Critical is more important than spirit, so get the critical one. Or if you want to like bonus it out, you can reforge this trinket, so you can like half and half it if you want that extra spirit to keep you up. Now let's go on to his weapons. So we'll start with his offhand, the shield. And now I've got this 165 intellect one, and then for the weapon it's the Jade Spirit enchant, which gives a chance to increase your intellect when you do damage or use healing spells. So that's very good, but it's also a very expensive one. So again, do it with the same as what you do with the wrists. If you don't want to waste money, or you've not got a lot of money, just put it on the one that you're going to get, that you're not going to upgrade in a while, like I did with this one back in when we had season 12. I put it on this one, and now next week I will be able to get my other weapon, so I'll be putting it back on that one because we'll not upgrade it for a while, so it's not really a waste of money. So that is enchants and gems. Now I'll just say for reforging, reforge everything for critical strike. If you've already got critical strike on, reforge for spirit. That is basically that. So it's critical strike first, which is your most important. As you can see, I have got 17.14, so that's not too bad. Obviously you can get it improvement on that. And if you've already got crit like on my helmet I have, get more spirit. Can't complain with more spirit. Better, faster mana regen, so that's a lot better. So yeah, I think that's everything. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up on screen the list of the stat priorities, left to right being important to least important. But it says intellect, PvP power, and then PvP resilience for the main important ones. Now, this is really your choice. Go with what you find better and which suits how you play, because it's not necessarily right for everyone. So the crit, spirit, and then the mastery and haste, keep that will be for everyone. That will be the most important. But the PvP power and resilience and intellect is just for you. Now what you could do is you could focus on getting all of these, putting like orange and purple gems in, so you can get more intellect and PvP power and still get your socket bonuses. Obviously you need to bear in mind your socket bonuses, make sure you keep colour coded right. But what I found is I prefer PvP resilience to intellect and PvP power. Now I've still got intellect gems and PvP power gems. I want to be quite balanced, but like with my belt one, I've got PvP resilience ones. Now I prefer it because each one of those is like just a little under 1% PvP resilience, so that's 1% damage reduction. I think that's a lot more important than an extra bit of intellect which makes your heals better. Now I know if your heals are better, then you're going to be healing better, so it's just going to make you more survivable. But if you're stunned, CC'd, or anything like that, silenced, you can't heal yourself, but your resilience is still reducing damage, so you're still going to be able to it's gonna help you in better ways. So I think PvP resilience is better. Now you can keep it simple with intellect and PvP power. If you're not one to get focused on a lot, yeah, go for it. If you're healing multiple people constantly, you're going to be wanting intellect, so you've got bigger heals for all of them, so it's going to work out a lot more. But I mainly play in arenas, so I prefer the resilience, as they will switch onto you and focus on you for a while, and when you're getting pressured, stunned, a bit of resilience I think is just far greater than a little bit extra intellect and PvP power to boost, you know, an extra 200 healing, you know. So but that's up to you, that's your choice. So try it my way. If you don't like it and you would prefer having just a little bit bigger heals, go for the intellect and PvP power, because they both will boost your healing. So yeah. Right, so I hope you found this little guide useful. I hope you have learned anything from it. If you have, feel free to like and subscribe to it, because I will be bringing more Holy Paladin guides out, so that'll help you make sure you don't miss them. So yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye. I'll see you again soon.